It could be any small town carved out of the rough terrain in the southwestern United States, but Los Alamos has its place in history secure. It all started here. As World War II raged, the U.S. government lured scientist Robert Oppenheim and legions of other brilliant scientists to build the world's first nuclear bomb. Folksy home movies helped document work on the effort that was codenamed the Manhattan Project. This is what Los Alamos looked like back then. An important landmark right in the middle of everything is Ashley Pond.
This is Ashley Pond today. 70 years after ushering in the atomic age, Los Alamos and nuclear weapons remain intimately intertwined. Instead of the Manhattan Project, today it's the Los Alamos National Lab, a sprawling facility that employs 9,000 people, not terribly far from here. What frustrates critics is that facility remains shrouded in secrecy.
They're in the fear marketing business. They need a Cold War. They need arms, if they're not arms racing with someone else, they need to arms race with themselves. This thing right here, and you can detonate a bomb in a container.
Greg Mello heads a watchdog organization called the Los Alamos Study Group.
I can't tell what I'm seeing here.
In the name of national security, what goes on at Los Alamos National Lab, or LANL, is top secret.
I don't see
They've got
this.
it blacked out.
The LANL budget is close to $2 billion a year, and about 3/4 of that money is spent on nuclear weapons research. In an era that is supposed to be characterized by dismantling nuclear weapons, Mello says, think again.
All told, the United States has between 7,000 and 8,000 nuclear weapons, including those that are slated for disarmament. In the arsenal, so-called, let's say 4,600, 4,500.
Far more than any other nation.
China, on the order of, I should know this, but I would say 300, of which about 25 could reach the United States.
You can't see the Los Alamos National Lab from the town, and that is by design. And you can't miss the effect it has on this community. 40% of the land in the city is owned by LANL, and the lab funds a full 80% of the county's operating budget.
They are the single largest landowner in the entire county.
Despite the fact LANL scientists work with high-level radioactive materials, and much of that waste is still stored on site, you won't find a chorus of nuclear critics.
The majority of the residents understand the mission of the lab and support it because they've chosen to work for it. So we don't have a lot of what you might anticipate with detractors for the lab in our local community.
Within this top secret site, the mission includes designing new nuclear weapons, but analysts say an overwhelming majority of LANL's $2 billion budget has scientists researching how the aging U.S. arsenal would perform if it was forced into use. A colossal waste of money and resources, according to Mello and other critics.
Weapons people who used to be running the lab agree with us. The lab is twice as big as it needs to be. And so we'd like it to be half as big as it is.
In the interest of our national defense,
LANL management resists efforts to cut spending and can always rely on two crucial words: national security. More than 70 years after this, another enduring legacy of Los Alamos remains: secrecy. Sean Caleb's, CCTV, Los Alamos, New Mexico.